What's going on, brothers and sisters? It's your boy, Brother Harold. Had to come on and bounce back with the hat. Everybody want to see the hat again. But anyway, we're going to jump right into it. Our book reading tonight, coming from the Bible in 366 Days for Men of Faith. That's it right there. We're going to get into it, see what we're going to read tonight. Let me wind this down and cut this out. Right there. Okay, tonight title is Like a Thief. Like a thief, brothers and sisters. Coming from Peter, chapter 2, verse 3, 10 and 16. Peter reminds us that the Lord will come like a thief in the night. Martin Luther once was asked what would he do if he heard that the Lord was coming tomorrow. And he said that he would plant an apple tree. In other words, he would carry on life as usual, but also be ready for the coming of the King. Verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as unexpectedly as a thief. Then the heavens will pass away with a terrible noise, and the very elements themselves will disappear in fire, and the earth and everything on the earth will be found for deserving judgment. Since everything around us is going to be destroyed like this, what holy and godly lives should you be living? Looking forward to the day of God's coming, and as it hurry along. On that day he will set the heavens on fire, and the elements will melt away in flames. But we're looking forward to the new heaven and a new earth he has promised, a world filled with God's righteousness. And so, dear friends, while you are waiting for these things to happen, make every effort to be found living peaceful lives that are pure and blameless in his sight. And remember, the Lord's patience gives people time to be saved. This is what our beloved brother Paul also wrote to you with the wisdom God has given him, speaking these things in all his letters. Some of his comments are very hard to understand, and to those who are ignorant and unstable have twisted his letter to mean something different, quite different, just as they do also with other parts of Scripture. And this too will result in destruction. Now with that, I want to elaborate back just for a minute, brothers and sisters, because it's saying that Peter's saying in this thing that our Lord will come like a thief in the night. See, with that thief in the night, that means at night, that's when you're most vulnerable, when you sleep. See, that thief comes when you least expect it, you're unaware of it. So that's the way our Lord gonna come back, brothers and sisters. That's why we got to be ready. And also it's a sign letting me know that it's time for a lot of us, brothers and sisters, we need to wake up. A lot of us is just sleep to spiritual things. We need to wake up and pay attention to the signs and everything around us. A lot of people say, well, this stuff been going on. My grandpa and grandma preached this and that. Listen here, we're more closer now, brothers and sisters, than we ever have been. Now understand that. So we need to start paying attention to what's going on, because this is the way our Lord gonna come back. It says, now I like this right here when it says the day of the Lord will come unexpectedly as a thief. And it says everything gonna be called into judgment. So since we know these things, brothers and sisters, it says, what holy and godly lives should we be living? How, if we know these things gonna happen, how should we be living? See, in other words, we don't want to get caught slipping. We don't want to get caught doing things at that time, brothers. It's gonna be too late then. See, that's why I say, if you knew what time the thief was coming to break in your house, you would let him do it. See, that's what I'm saying. The word gives you security to know what's going to happen. This is your security right here. So, in other words, and another thing I like, also as we look forward to the new heaven, new earth, and those things which God has promised us and everything, God gonna make all things new, brothers. I love that. All things gonna be made new. So, in other words, we need to be patient, and also think about the patience and the loving kindness that He gives people time to be saved. So in other words, even when we elaborate on that time that this stuff been preached before and it ain't happened yet, that's a time period that God has given some people to be saved. See, you need to take advantage of that time that He's given us. The ones who hadn't came to know Him and stuff. So this is awesome right here. This is awesome. especially as I look around the last days based on what's going on in the news and everything, brother. So we need to take heed of this. So in other words, it says, yeah, should we be found living, I love this right here, let us make every effort to be found living peaceful lives, pure and blameless in His sight. So with that, brother and sisters, I'm going to close. But like I said, let's be ready. Let us be found blameless, and pure and righteous in His sight on that day. So in other words, that's why when you go to bed at night, say them prayers. I'm tell you right now, if I die before I wake, I pray to the Lord, my soul, for Him to take. You know what I'm saying? So with that, y'all be blessed. If I don't talk to y'all no more before the holiday season, I know I will. But, if it's God's will, for one thing, y'all be blessed. It's your boy, Brother Harold. And I'm out. And shalom.